really making that 80-pound hard.
Hey, I'll make you look hard. No, it's shatterproof glass, so they came out of the frame, but the window didn't break. It just fell off. It fell out of the frame. The bricks crumbled. They can handle a Range Rover, apparently.
The window's from the bridge.
Yes.
Chest day, push day. Adapt Fitness, Dallas, Texas. Feeling good. Dumbbells are kind of, again, the main focus with chest. Dumbbell pressing, dumbbell incline pressing. Some of the areas that I've been weaker in more recently when I focused mostly on barbell. So shifting to more dumbbell work, trying to balance things out a little bit. Left pec, right pec. 3 weeks now, more dumbbell pressing, and feels a lot better. The major difference from the rep structure and the range of motion when it comes to bodybuilding and powerlifting right now is I'm mostly just trying to focus on the range in which the active muscle I'm trying to work is under tension. So you'll see with dumbbells, barbells, some other things, maybe not getting to full extension or full lockout of the rep, trying to keep tension as long as the pec stays active, keeping a slight bend in the elbow, keeping it in the pec the whole time, as opposed to finishing and kind of transitioning into that tricep extension at the last bit. Subtle differences, especially just trying to get more reps in the target range with the target muscle group that I'm trying to work. Just transitioning from a fly into a more leveraged press position. Just trying to keep tension in the pecs for as long as possible. So starting off with a weaker movement, a little bit more fresh, and then as I fatigue and fail from the fly, go into the press and just keep tension in the pecs the whole time. Not really focusing on getting full extension, not trying to get like that sternal pec contraction, but trying to just get a deep stretch in that pec insertion. A little more tension that time. Using 70 pounds on each side for the cables. Obviously it's not a true 70 pounds, so it's not like going and using dumbbells for 70-pound flies. I just tear my arm off in that case, but 70 pounds for the cables. Probably, I mean, it feels like as if I was using 40, 45 pounds for the dumbbells. So that's probably the closest thing I could imagine it. But obviously with the cables, you can keep tension the entire range of motion. While with dumbbell flies, you kind of get to about right here. And because that arm just starts stacking, you lose tension. So really a dumbbell fly, you kind of want to get a good deep stretch and maybe go about 55, 60% of the way up. Otherwise, you're just resting the pec at the top. So keeping tension, it's kind of the name of the game. Doing a cable fly, or really almost any fly variation, I try to focus as much as I can about width, keeping that pec really, really long the entire time, but creating that length from the pec, not the elbow. So I don't want to feel like a bunch of bicep tendon the entire time. So if you keep your arms like really straight, you might actually hinder the pec activation because you're loading so much into that bicep tendon. And if you're feeling mostly bicep on a pec fly, probably could benefit from either bending the elbows or changing the amount that you're loading. I was going to go to Hawaii for my birthday to see Travis, but John asked me to go to Wimbledon, so. Yeah, it's better to get paid to go to London than have to pay a lot of money to go to Maui. No offense to Travis. I think he'll understand. One major difference is any kind of converging chest press machine, because you're getting a little bit of that chest adduction, shoulder adduction, whatever you want to call it. I like to think about truly getting to that peak contraction, feeling as much of a sternal contraction as possible, and then still getting a really deep stretch in the fully kind of retracted position. It takes some time to really develop kind of some of that infrasternal contraction. Feel kind of what that feels like to like squeeze your pecs together. Sometimes even just like putting your hands together, kind of like pushing in like that, can kind of help raise some awareness to that general sensation. For those of you that can't really feel that, just think about really reaching through and trying to feel kind of your rib cage or your serratus. If you can get some of that serratus activation, typically it probably means that you're reaching as far as your pecs can really contract. So to try and simplify it, if you can feel that serratus, feel kind of that rib cage area as you're reaching out as far as you can, you're probably maximally contracting the pecs. Another way you can kind of raise awareness to that is a squeeze, kind of internal intention. As you're pressing, squeeze, almost like you're trying to squeeze the bar together or squeeze these cables, handles, whatever. Squeeze those together. You're going to feel probably still a lot of pec insertion, because that's going to be a little bit more dominant sensation, but you'll probably feel a little bit more sternal chest insertion as well. What's up, meat?
40. We're really making that 80 pounds hard.
Hey, I'll make you look hard.
Everybody in my readers don't give a fuck about you, and the critics only made a couple million at the other movie. I remember the days when they wasn't even make it out. Traveling to the 2011, that's about to buy. In his house, trying to like to make a weapon up when we were there. You know.
Using the bench just makes it so much easier to keep your body position consistent. So when people do lateral raises, especially as they fatigue, they're going to either start kind of swinging their body or kind of overextending through the lower lumbar spine. So I like to think about just trying to keep my torso position kind of consistent against the bench. It's kind of at like a slight, very slight incline, not fully 90 degrees, and then just try to keep the consistent tension, not coming all the way down, so I'm like prone to swing, but controlling down, keeping tension in that medial delt the whole time, and then just going just below parallel to the ground, so I'm not incorporating too much trap. Just try to keep the tension and the path really consistent in the medial delt as much as possible. I'm trying to educate the masses, Grant.
That's why I changed my major. I was a marketing major, and I failed accounting class. But yeah, I'm done with that. First accounting class was a summer course while I was working out at 6 in the morning. Then I had class for an hour and a half.
Switching to shoulders, a lot of chest work today. Hit some laterals, shoulder presses, some rear delts, and then some arms. I've once, and I admit that I was not of the most sound mind.
The upper dorsimus connects to the lower. It's science.
I had basically used the flashlight on my phone to try and find my phone. It was a late night. I was not of normal, sober, sound mind.
Yeah, you know what we can do. Chopping up, jam. So my brother's up. Yeah. Boys looking celebrated like my daddy ready, like this crown on my head is seven. Crazy, I don't really give a shit lately. Look at my bank account. I ain't that shit. Just let it do their thing. I'm on freedom force, bro. Bitches hacking to my phone. I'm all of this generation. I don't get the sign. I never
That's a wrap for training today. Hit shoulders, chest, a lot of chest, arms, pretty heavy. Chest and arms kind of being a bigger focus for me right now. Tomorrow will be a pull day, posterior chain day, hit legs on Thursday, and then hit some more upper body with a bit more of a shoulder emphasis on Friday. So that was a wrap for today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.